the first thing that happened?
The first thing they do is to physical examination. And they notice when you try Deva. And then they immediately segregate. They don't want me to mix with the other people. Detain me on the hospital side instead of with the main building. The main building housed about 200-300 people. But on the hospital side, there's about 50 or 60 people, and mostly kids. They make us sleep in between the linen, and then they put sulfur in it. And so in 30 days, really clean me out. Yeah.
And then they cover you up?
Yeah, cover you up.
And you stay like that for 30 days?
No. I want to go to bed.
Oh, only when you go to bed they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they really take care of that. The place I was detained, almost everyone had the same bed. I think in China, we don't have a good bath and,
Health
sanitation.
conditions,
So that's why I guess all the Chinese kids have that.
So you said you were in one room with about
it's about
7 or 8 people?
Yeah, 7, 8 people.
And they each had their own beds?
Yeah.
And they all were Chinese boys or men, right?
No woman.
All men. And they all had the same skin disease that you had.
Yeah.
And you all had the same treatment.
And there's a lady that takes care of us, and we used to hide ourselves, and they have to give us candy before we tell them what.
Where would you hide yourself?
There's a little, every bed, there's a little cabinet, where you put all your clothes and everything,
And you got in the cabinet?
And they have to discover candy before
They didn't know where you were, huh?
yeah.
So you were playing tricks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they are very nice to us. The lady is very nice. She's
a nurse?
Nurse, yeah.
And how was she nice to you?
Well, they give us good food, better than the main building. They hot food, And also they kind of treat us nice, because we have a playground all by ourselves.
Oh, outside the hospital?
Yeah, outside the hospital, yeah.
So they let you
On
out?
the main building over there, they don't have a big playground.
No, they have a small yard.
Yeah. But they have 200-300 people in the one building.
Yeah.
Bunk beds and all that. But in the hospital side, there's a lot of room.
So when you were in the hospital, was there anyone there that was interpreter in Chinese so you could talk to the staff? Because the nurse
There's interpreters there.
Oh, you have interpreters there?
Oh, yeah.
So they help you. So one person?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but every time when we go to the office, there's an interpreter, because we don't speak English.
Right. How about in the hospital, in your room, how do you talk to the nurse?
I don't know, but somehow we got by.
Yeah. So you could...
The nurse treat us nice.
You said you went into an office with an interpreter. Was that often? Did someone...
Oh yeah, when they question you, then they have interpreter.
What kind of questions? What kind of questions did they ask you?
Oh, a lot of us are not real sons and fathers.
Paper son, you mean?
Yeah, paper,
Were
we
you
buy a paper.
You were paper son?
I came here with the paper's father.
I came in under another name, not under my father's son, but under someone else's.
Yeah.
And that guy, what was he, in Oregon or something?
$150 at age, $1,800.
You had to pay him.
No, my father paid him.
Your father paid this guy, and this guy, doesn't you told me he lived in Oregon or someplace?
Yeah.
But he bought the paper son, and then he used that to come over.
Yeah. And, at that time, $1,800 is a lot of money. He spent $200 to buy a 2-story building in Toisan, and still got $600 left. At that time, $1 is $1, you only work $1 a day. So my father had to pay $800. That's a lot of money.
Your father was not able to sponsor you to come as his son because he was not a merchant?
He's a merchant, but he's not an American citizen.
But a merchant can send for his son,
Yeah, a merchant could.
but he did not.
But a merchant son cannot become a citizen.
Right.
And
But
my father wants me to become a citizen.
okay. So the person who you bought the paper, your father, the paper father is a citizen?
Was born here.
Oh.
He's born in Oregon.
And how did you guys find him?
He's a cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you found out in China.
His name is Him Tan, and my father's name is Him Tan.
Ah,
So actually they're cousins, you know.
okay. So then your father knew about him
Yeah.
and made the deal so that you would have the citizenship.
Yeah. There's a playground for us.
Every
Only
day
for us.
you
Yeah.
could go out whenever you want?
Yeah.
And what was in the playground? Did they have things
Oh.
for you to play? Just an empty playground?
Yeah, playground. There's everything there. It's pretty nice, yeah.
They had balls and they had hoops. They played basketball or
No, not more. Swings.
Swings.
how
Okay.
about slides? Any slides?
Slides?
No slide there.
No slides, but
Just
swings. Yeah.
You know, this Angel's Island is an island all by itself. And then there's fences around that hospital too. You can't go out. You could go out to the playground, but you can't go anywhere else. See? And Angel's Island is unique. Even if you get out, you can't swim a mile.
Yeah.
You won't be able to go anywhere else. Before I came, I have to study for a whole year. You know, a lot of things that I don't know because he's not my real father. You know, so I have to learn what his house is like and what's in the living room and there's any windows in the living room and dining room. You know, and I never lived there, so I said something wrong. You know. They asked me if there's a window, any in the living room, the kitchen, little kitchen. I said no, you know, and there is a little. It's not like a window. It's got you know.
Skylight?
No,
No, it's probably a small hole
Yeah.
for
A small hole?
ventilation.
on the wall. There's a hole in the wall with
Bars?
Bars?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And I didn't say, I said, there's no window, you know.
No window, you
Yeah,
said.
and
Then
then
what happened?
they said, oh, you know, they were going to detain me. And then somehow, I think a lawyer told to tell us that, just tell them that it's not a window. It's just an opening with bars on it.
This is
And I
the
got
lawyer?
through.
The lawyer told you this?
Yeah, he did. Well, somebody told us to say that, you know.
When did they ask you to go in for interrogation, for questioning? You were there in the hospital for 30 days,
Yeah.
and then after your skin problem was fixed, then they asked you to go to interrogation after you were in the hospital for that time? Or when you were in the hospital?
Yeah, well, I was in the hospital.
They question you in the administration
Yeah,
building?
yeah.
Okay, so do you remember how long and how many days you were questioned?
No, only
One time?
yeah, one time.
Not more than one time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they asked you about what, 2 or 3 hours of questions? Was it
No,
long?
I think so, about 1 hour.
About 1 hour. So you
Because,
must have done very well.
you know, with kids, you know, they're pretty lenient. And at that time, my uncle is Him Tan. My father's actually name is Him Tak. But we are cousins. So I seem to know the background and when they questioned me, what the house looked like and how you know, how the things are arranged, I seem to know. And then they asked me on the you know Hong ya, 像ai幾緊好㗎 You know,
rows of houses, which house in the row?
Yeah, so I happened to be able to know the right one, you know.
So you only answered one thing wrong, the one
Yeah.
about the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And then yet they call you back to ask you again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were suspicious that I'm not the son, you know. They said, there's no window there. I said, there is a window. And then someone told them that it's not a window, it's an opening with little bars on it, you know. There's no window, you know, there's no grass, nothing there. So it's not a window.
So that means they had to call you back to ask you again so you could clarify that.
They were suspicious that I'm not the right person, you know.
Just because of that one answer.
We eat all together in the mess hall, you know.
In the hospital or at the
hospital had better food.
But was the dining room for you in the hospital?
Yeah, in the hospital too.
So they didn't bring the food to your room.
No,
you had to go.
How many kids in the big mess hall when you go to eat?
Mess hall?
The dining room.
Yeah, there's not too many. There's about 15 or 20 people there. That's all. When they admitted me, then I went to San Francisco.
Okay.
And then my paper father went to get me.
To Angel Island to get you?
Yeah. Not my father.
Your paper father, yeah.
And then my father, not my real father, took me to Minneapolis.
Your real father took you to Minneapolis? Yeah. Okay.